and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's hump day. And you're getting through it. It got really dark in Lincoln, Nebraska in a short amount of moments. The sun was out, and then all of a sudden it just went lights out, everybody. Clap on, clap off. It's going to get really dark. We're expecting rain sometime around 5, according to what my phone says. So, DPJ Foreman, Austin Orman, here on a Wednesday again. We appreciate you. 402-464-5685 is the text line. Lots to talk about before we get into that. Austin Orman, let them know about the Mercado.
I would love to. There are friends at Certified Piedmontese with every type of meat and every type of cut. 2 Lincoln locations, 84th and Havelock, as well as 30th and Yankee Hill. Also one up in Omaha, 168th and Maple Streets. And don't forget, your lunch plans on Friday are at the Mercado at 84th and Havelock. They have their Friday lunch special from 11 to 2. It is not unlimited. It is first come, first serve. So get your butt there as close to 11 as you can if you want to make sure you get the good stuff. I haven't seen their post yet this week, but they will post on their social medias. Follow them, find out, get there by 11.
Yeah, first day of Huskers football, and you start to think, oh, warm enough, lots going on. And then plus with the Olympics, there's lots going on. But the lead story would be that we have Husker football. And it's that day where you start to think about, well, how big of a dream can you dream? How big of a dream are you allowed to dream when it comes to Husker football?
Dream as big as you want. Doesn't mean it's going to come true, but why not dream big,
you know? Right, day one, every position is filled. Every player has they have more potential now than they will at any point between now and February. This is the greatest moment of potential.
Well, sure. Everybody's 0-0, so everybody has everybody's on the same, technically on the same playing field. You know, it's starting off the same way. I think the biggest thing is like the funny thing you talk about the team is the team. So this is 99.9% of the team, right? You only can get lucky in this isn't taking shots at anybody, but people don't realize when UCF had their undefeated season, I think Mike Hughes, the cornerback, that ended up being a first-round corner, like showed up on he went in the portal or got released from North Carolina like during two-a-days, I think, or right before, right? And then the tight end that the Houston Texans drafted, he had went and played baseball, and then he came. You know what I'm saying? That's a once in, I'd say, 20-year opportunity that you get legit Power 5 NFL players at the what is that called? It's called the 23rd hour. So really, the team is the team, and everybody has an opportunity to cement themselves, but then also, if the focus is on winning, it actually takes less burden. It takes the burden off of you individually. I think that's lost in today's sports, and whether it's basketball, obviously football, in some cases maybe even like volleyball, because if you go from a club team and you are the number one, then you play a certain way because everything's centered around you. In every sport, baseball probably too. There's a story about Frank Thomas. Now, granted, I love Frank Thomas, and that's a big brother. Anyways, I've seen him down in Vegas, but they always talked about like he wouldn't take a 3-1 pitch or a 3-0 pitch, or it was something that he would, because he wanted to preserve his on base percentage. So he would, walk or something that you needed to do as a number 3 that he wouldn't do, right? But the reality is, and it's hard because everything's so individual driven through these kids are getting a lot more attention through social media than myself have probably ever had in 4 years of starting here in Nebraska. And I was a part of 3 national championships, starter on 2. I mean, let's be honest, they have more pictures taken. Now, granted, there's more cameras, but they're showing up more individually motivated. What's lost in it is you don't have to be so, and I'm saying this because I would say this, you operate individually, because when I rolled down 10th Street there, I wanted to play my best game for me, my team, and everybody else. But you have to think collectively. It's the hardest thing to do. And by what I mean by that is look at the Patriots, right? Ty, and this is not downplaying anybody. Ty Law goes into the Hall of Fame. If Ty Law is probably not in the Patriots organization, I doubt he goes in the Hall of Fame that quickly, right? Willie McGinnis, who is the closer in the playoffs, does he get those 4 years in Cleveland when Romeo Crennel goes there? Does Mike Vrabel get to go to to the Chiefs? Right? Everybody benefits off of winning. Even like me, it's not even a question if Levante David was a better player than me. He's going to be a Hall of Fame NFL player. I mean, we could probably go back and forth in college because I played on a better team and all that stuff, right?
You had more years. You only had 2.
Right. And all that, he played the whole game. We can get into all that, but there's to the level that I played at, I guess, Hall of Fame and all that, there's a lot of guys that came through, but here's the difference. And this is different when I talked about the difference when, like, we used to go back and forth whether, if I went to Iowa, if I went to Northwestern, well, I probably would have got drafted a little higher. You know what I mean? I probably would have better stats, right? But you know how many guys that were in that draft class from those 2 schools that nobody talks about versus winning a championship? And so that needs to be the focus, because everything comes off of that. Coaches get head coaching jobs. Assistant coaches get coordinator jobs. Assistant coaches sometimes go and get head coaching jobs, albeit at a lower level. But it happens. Everything happens rapid. Faster. You want a perfect example? Look at the Philadelphia Eagles from 2 years ago. They lose both their coordinators, right? And now they kind of been reeling, but they're both head coaches, right? One's for your Colts, and the other one's for the Cardinals. And it's the professional level. It happens in college all the time. And if you look at Mel Tucker, right? Worked under Nick Saban, his defensive coordinator. Then here comes Kirby. Look at Todd Grantham, who I'm very close with. Was down with Saban. Now he's got a defensive line job. There's tons of them. Lane Kiffin. It all comes off of winning. So if your focus is winning and doing the things you need to win, the individual stats and honors and accolades and the options, it just comes more. It actually comes. It's easier to get.
It feels like kids. I say kids these days, whatever, but an immediate gratification. Kids these days have lost the the ability to see big picture, and even just like the trust in the faith, right? If they don't see it tangibly in front of them, and I think we've all struggled with this, and I know I have at times in my own life. If I don't see the direct benefit, it's hard for me to want to, always dive in, right? Whereas, I go back to trust the process. If you do things for the collective, for the team, you probably won't know how it's going to work out for you in the end, but you will be better for it. And more likely than not, it'll come back around you in a way you might not expect.
To be honest with you, before we go to break, I'll give you an example of how my NFL career actually got started. Got drafted probably later, obviously, than I would like. I go to a place that they already have their 2 deep set, make a couple plays on special teams, but then I'm what's called inactive. So you have a 45 active, 8 guys or 45 active, 8 inactive. That happens. I think it's like the first 8 games. This is the most I ever watched football from the sidelines ever. You know what I mean? heck, when I was at Nebraska, we were at least up in the stands. You know what I mean? So an offensive, what is it? Sam Rodgers we knew he was going to play, but he kind of had like a strained hamstring, right? But I had practiced every position against the number 1 offense. So I practiced outside linebacker. I practiced inside linebacker. I'll never forget this. We're on the road against the Jets, and I'm active, right? And so Sam Rodgers, who's a great player, we dropped out in the flat. He tackled Curtis Martin, but Curtis Martin, if you ever Google Curtis Martin, he had these huge knee pads. I swear they had plastic in it. Well, Sam got dinged up a little bit. Well, his actual backup, this is the funniest thing, DP. He was getting his breathe right fixed and colored. Like the breathe.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
So he was getting because that was the whole thing, to open up your nose or whatever. Well, somebody's got to go in. Well, guess who ran up in there?
J.F. Foreman.
Listen, and I was playing outside linebacker on the line of scrimmage. This is back when they coming downhill. So, but I actually had paid attention, and I remember Ted Cottrell said, "Listen, when you're over there on the look team, this is your game, right? You're not getting any reps over here, so don't even look over here. You need to kick butt." So the training that I got, I was able to go in there and make some plays. The rest is history. And then 9 years later, the NFL retired me. But you just never know. If I would have sat back and said, "Man, I'm inactive. I'm only going to be worried about playing defense," then, who would have, then I wouldn't have maybe they would have picked up a guy on the practice squad or off the, free agent wire. And heck, I might not be sitting here.
Well, they say that luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah. I don't know how prepared I was because DP,
you were down the street prepared. You were right down the street prepared.
Listen, when you playing 3-4 and Anthony Beck is there, and they had the other Brady, that big tight end from the
Kyle Brady.
Kyle Brady. Listen, you ain't prepared for that.
Yeah.
I'm over here. I'm like, all right, listen. One thing that's not going to happen is you going to run over me. I'm going to make some play. I'm going to cause some havoc.
Well, you also, you got to face the critic because your daddy would have called you immediately.
Oh, it's not even my dad. My dad would have asked what happened. Who really would have called me? Jamal, Sam, my boy Adam would call him Big Cojones. Reggie and Quincy would have called me. They would have called me before, but they would have just kept speed dialing me and just went back.
You good? You good?
Oh, I got that call before. I tell you about Lamar Smith. I felt like Lamar Smith dragged me from 9th and O Street to 84th, and it probably was 4 yards, but it looked so bad. And that's the play you put on ESPN. And it was an effort play. I ran from one side of the field to another. and it was like Bo Jackson running over Brian Balls. There's no linebacker that could have made that play, and he always gave me problems.
My bad.
But when I got in there and I had to check my Nextel, I had 25 chirps. That's when you chirp because it was free because we brothers got to save minutes. And then they just said, we're gonna leave voicemails. Dog, I seen you on ESPN. Are you all right? Click. Hey, what happened? Click. Hey, was that you? Click. Uncle Bush. Hey, man. You know you can't let nobody do that to you. Call me when your mind's right. Click. Then my dad.
Nighttime minutes. You got to get all those calls in, bro.
Oh no. I called one person. Called my dad, and I said, man, you know what? I'm icing down. I was on the bus. I was like, I don't want to talk to nobody. That's a long 5-hour flight home from Buffalo, and we got destroyed. Brock Marion took one in the house. We were all excited for Alex Van Pelt to play. He pulled his hamstring. He pulled his hamstring in warm-ups. We had a dude named Josh Brown that we just picked up the week before playing quarterback. But I got my 100 tackles, so it hit my incentive.
There you go.
Well, actually, I had one
individually and collectively.
It was the best thing that could happen. I took it for the team.
He was at 99, but he made that business decision.
Hey, but here's the problem. Now here's the business decision that I made, right? Because it's always like, you don't want to show any lows on tape. I showed up at the game. I was at 96 tackles. So my agent was like, you got to get 4 more to hit your incentive. I cleaned that up in the first quarter. I was at like 106. And when I tell you, I would never lie. I was at 106, and I should have just stayed on the even number. But I said, you know what? Let me go get one more, and that's what happened. Now, would Lamar Smith probably have scored a touchdown? No, because I know Antoine Winfield would have hawked him, but it would have saved me a lot of mental anguish for a couple of years.
Whole lot of phone calls.
Yeah, because Lamar Smith reminded me of it. Though.
Oh, every day. If he walked in here right now, he get a head.
Oh, I seen him at a former player NFL thing. He just gave me
he gave you a head nod.
Yeah, I gave you work. I gave you work.
Yeah,
I got him back, but he gave me work though. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk about is it top 50, Austin?
Top 50.
Top 50 quarterbacks of college football. Interesting list, led off by Baker Mayfield, Jay Foreman, Austin Norman, DP, Old School. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through August 4th, enjoy USDA Choice T-bone steaks for $9.99 per pound, fresh all-natural chicken wings for $3.99 per pound, 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube for just $2.99 per pound, and USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back, Jay Foreman, Austin Orman, DP, old school. Looks like we got a little bit of a rain shower coming on here, but
a thunderstorm. Described?
Yeah, it looks like it's definitely got dark, but
severe thunderstorm warning just showed up on my phone. Thank you.
Yeah, well, they had the little alert.
Yeah,
but we're alert on the top QBs of the 2000. Listen, I'm telling you, like, if you're at ESPN, they had the thing for the top 25 most influential players of 20th century. Ndamukong Suh, but I call him the House of Spears. I wonder if he would get mad if I call him House of Spears. That's what his name means. I wonder if he's a big dude. All right, man, I call you Ndamukong.
You're Jay Foreman. Call him whatever you want.
No, but he's Ndamukong Suh. He has a name. I'm the House of Spears. That's like a House of Dragons, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't that be your name?
You
know,
if I could rename myself, I would rename myself Hakeem. King. Call me King. You can call me K if you want to. No, I'm just joking. But
Mufasa.
Yeah. The top 20 or top QBs of the 2000s according to E four-letter network.
Now, so here's the thing.
Did you got it right, DP?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the real. They really listed 80. They listed 80. And
there is 80.
I just want to give you.
We just stopped at 50.
I just want to give you one nugget right off the jump.
Man, they did not do number 57. This list is nullified from here on out.
At 57 is Banks, but at 61.
Oh, hell no.
61 on this list.
Do you need a dump button for that, Austin? Hell no. Okay.
61, they list Patrick Mahomes.
61 being one spot ahead of 62 cracks me up.
Right.
Todd Reesing.
Who?
Well, let's take it or leave it. Let's take it a step. Let's take it a step further.
Terrible. This is so bad.
Let's take it a step further. Aaron Murray, he was a bachelor, right? Or his brother was a bachelor.
Brother
was a bachelor. Handsome young dude. He's at 47. Nebraska's own Eric Crouch is at 49.
You mean the Heisman Trophy winner?
Yeah, the dude that has one of the most iconic plays in Nebraska history.
The Heisman Trophy winner.
Two of them. Running the guy over from Iowa and the throwback.
He is behind.
He's behind
Colin Klein. He is behind.
Colin Klein, he almost won the Heisman, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is behind Colin Klein.
Colin Klein is the offensive coordinator that Kellen Moore wants to be as well.
Who did? See, can we make a pact?
Stetson Bennett?
Can we make a pact to just boycott ESPN's top number list?
I mean, you got
They're
Bo,
terrible.
You got Bo Nix up there, Rex Grossman. No. Jason White. Is Jason White the most underwhelming Heisman Trophy winner ever? Because he never goes, right? He never goes to the thing.
Pretty much.
He's a little squirt gun arm.
Yeah.
We don't remember him. We don't remember.
But he's never there with. I mean, of course,
Aaron Rodgers is
never there.
63.
I can understand that because you played at Cal, the time difference. I understand that. Now, I'll take the NFL prowess out of it.
Dan Lefevre?
But Patrick Mahomes in college was must-see TV, even though Texas Tech was horrible.
Where did Dan Lefevre go to college?
Central Michigan.
Central Michigan.
Come on, you left the bowl game.
You got your boy. They got your boy, the MILF Hunter in here though.
Yeah, right.
Zach
Wilson.
And who is David Green?
Yeah, cousin.
Who is he?
Cousin.
Who is David Green? Matt Ryan, 79. I love Matt Ryan at Boston College. Heck, anytime that he came back against Notre Dame, I love you. I like Foley, the quarterback back in the day when he's messed up Lou Holtz.
Matt Ryan is 79. Matt Ryan
barely
is
making
79.
the list. Geno Smith, who almost won the Heisman. Brad Smith was a problem at Mizzou. Huge problem. He was a problem in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was with the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
Eli's 51.
Elijah.
Do we
one spot ahead of Kyle Trask?
Right.
He was Elijah though back then.
Okay, so if you said
you got Jordan Lynch.
If you said 24 of these could have been number one picks or first round picks, right? How did they miss this? If Timmy Chung is on this list, please stop. Just stop it.
They got Jameis on there though.
Boy,
your boy.
Yeah, you strong. You strong. Yeah, I'm strong then.
Crab leg.
See, Robert Griffin
III.
Robert Griffin III in college really didn't do anything for me.
Really?
No.
That's a hot take.
Look, I love me some RG3 and Baylor.
He didn't really do anything.
Boy, he lit up some folks. He made Texas and them uncomfortable.
He didn't really do anything.
Oh, what is?
But and it's in comparison to these dudes.
How do you think he got all the way up in the draft?
That 40. And he had an arm.
And
he used it.
He can run. He can throw.
But I'm comparing RG3 to the likes of Deshaun Watson on the biggest stage. Now, granted, I can't bang on RG3 because he went to Baylor, right? But you got to think Bryce Young, national champion, cold-blooded in iconic moments. Whether it's the when he got turned around 3 or 4 times and it essentially came back to beat Texas, or in the year before to win the national championship, Matt Leinart was unstoppable. Jameis Winston. I should probably say I think RG3 is ranked way too high as number 10, considering Eric Crouch is at 49.
Yeah, I don't.
That's probably what I'm saying more than anything. Not that I'm saying it wasn't cold blooded in college. I'm saying number 10.
Well, okay. Running quarterback to running quarterback, RG3 and Crouch in a conversation. Throwing quarterback.
Oh yeah.
While being an elite running quarterback, it's RG3 by a landslide. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Look, there are too many guys on this list.
You got Colin Kaepernick in here because let me tell you something. Colin Kaepernick, I had to go to the bathroom when they were playing late at night, and I had the TV on, and I was like, "Who is this dude running?" Because he ran funny in college. Mm-hmm. He ran like
crazy legs.
Yeah, but he ran like what's the dude that Tom Hanks played?
Forrest Gump.
He ran like Forrest Gump. I was like, "Who is this dude?" And from the back, every time you turn around, touchdown. I was like, I need to watch the dude. Then I started watching him. That dude was cold-blooded in college.
Mm-hmm.
They picked him for a reason. But my uncle would always scream, "He run light-skinned." And it was full on. Like you saw him at the event, he went, "Okay, yeah, I okay, bro. You doing something different. You're a different kind of athlete." Yeah, some of these are. You got Dak Prescott below Brandon Weedy.
Here's one that stands out to me. The fact that Alex Smith is so far ahead of Andy Dalton. I know Alex Smith was drafted higher than Andy Dalton. Alex Smith was a baller, but also like Alex Smith and Andy Dalton did very similar things for their respective
the redheaded ranger or whatever. What they used to call him, the redhead?
No, they didn't. Alex Smith turned Utah into a program. Dude came. Listen, they couldn't. He was the number one pick for a reason.
Yeah, he was cold-blooded.
It wasn't
even Alex Smith.
Andy Dalton was never Alex Smith.
In college, he was.
That's fair. I just don't think there's 24 spots different.
Oh, no. I was call Bill Bush and ask him about Alex
I'm not
Smith.
listening
I'd
to
also
Bill
put
Bush.
Andy Dalton above Max Baggett.
I'm on the sideline with Alex Smith. I'm telling you, that offense that they ran, he was a maestro, bro. Whatever. If they needed for him to run for 130, he was going to give him 140. If they needed for him to throw for 310, he threw for 330. And it didn't matter who they were playing or how they were defending him. Alex Smith was out there orchestrating a masterpiece on offense. He came from nowhere. The number 3 quarterback on Utah's roster to being the number 1 pick. That's how much he balled at Utah.
He was a baller.
Yeah, we ain't gonna disparage Captain Super League. No, that dude recovered from that thing. I can't say nothing bad.
He got better. He got better after he left San Francisco.
I think
Harbaugh
he was
helped him.
handcuffed at Kansas City for a reason.
Well, they didn't have anything, but he got better. I think going to. I mean, it's the perfect thing for Andy Reid. And it takes a little bit it takes a good, veteran in Alex Smith to welcome a guy that's way more talented than you, and you got to mentor him and know that you're only going to be here for a year, and then you hand it off. But Alex Smith at San Francisco was garbage for about the first 75% of it. Then Harbaugh came, and then it changed.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's because I'm familiar with Alex Smith.
He's a good dude.
Understand that in high school, the dude didn't lose. Didn't lose at Utah. Right? Yes, you played you and Reggie Bush in the same backfield in high school. You ain't supposed to lose. But here's the thing. He went to Utah, and I mean to tell you, he set defenses on a panic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can't control. You know that sometimes you, as a quarterback, a top flight quarterback, you can't control the nonsense you get drafted into.
Yeah, he was a good. He was a good. Yeah, he was. I mean, the thing is,
right?
The great thing about the thing about Alex, and I know this from experience because I was teammates with both of them. Him and David are both solid dudes. Both of them are extremely talented. Obviously, Alex was always a better runner than David. David, I would say, probably is faster than Alex. David, dude, hey, he's 4.45, dude. That's legit. I've seen it. Now, if Alex is 4.4 flat, go be it. I'm talking about straight ahead. When David ran his 40, it is 4.45.
Okay.
That's.
I would never say that Alex Smith was.
Oh, I'm not saying he's slow.
No.
But Alex is a better runner.
Yeah, Alex was a high 4.6.
He's a better runner.
They say he's 4.7. So they say Alex was 4.7.
So but the thing about Alex, he might have been 4.7 running. He never really got hawked down. Here's the difference in their two careers. Both of them go number 1, and I always say this is, I wouldn't say it's easier to ascend to number 1 from their positions, right? It's a hot take now, right? It's not easy. I'd say it's a little bit easier because you're off the beaten path. Everybody likes to draft a guy that not everybody knows, and they have a lot of talent like Aaron Rodgers. But here's the difference between those two. Even though Alex Smith went to San Francisco when San Francisco was down and out, in San Francisco's building, still had the winning tradition and the winners. Like Joe Montana would be at practice all the time, Jerry Rice. So they had the standard that they had to live up to. Well, you go to Houston, right? And Charlie Castley drafts you, and then it's not there. I'm telling you where you get drafted and how that works, because then they bring in Harbaugh, which helps out Alex, and then they trade him on to Kansas City versus David Carr. If you go back and really check David Carr, the best thing David Carr said that happened to him was going to the New York Giants and backing up Eli.
Yeah, they say his first 4 years bad, then 3-year run in San Francisco, and then Kansas City another one. So yes, this tree is having a problem out here.
This tree is having a problem. The whole city is having a problem.
This tree is having, well, it's flashing. We're getting the electronic flashes here in the studio. But yeah, that tree is in a battle. Right
we are officially on outside cam, so
that tree is
keep you updated.
Yeah, we can keep one.
We're gonna take a quick break, but I also want you guys to understand that Keenan Reynolds at 58. Keenan Reynolds when he was at Nate was a problem.
I loved him.
He was.
I loved him. So much.
And then you got Byron Leftwich at 48. I mean you got Mac Jones. Landry Jones and Mac Jones. They were that good in college.
Landry was a problem. Mac
was good in that system. Mac just got, Mac went up there and started drinking some vodka cranberries and really started feeling himself.
Yeah.
He started dancing and he started listening to trap music, and now he's down in Jacksonville backing up his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And don't even give me, Barkley always talks about San Antonio.
So
I'll tell you about Jacksonville.
Yeah, and a reminder, this is the list from 2004.
Yes.
This is the 2004
Not all time.
list.
Yeah, obviously, because T. Fraze and everybody else would be on it. Yeah. And that's, it's all timing, man. But anyways, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to try we got to assess this storm out here. It's literally.
Who's going to be our weather person who goes outside and gives a report? There we go.
There you go.
Naya, ready.
We got to answer the AD. We can't have it.
I can't have this baby girl out there in this weather. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, come back, and hopefully we don't get blown away. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Armour, we'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with a roof credit.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
For only $2.99 a day, LES powers life's sweetest moments and keeps all your summer treats icy cold and ready. Learn more at les.com/value.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through August 4th, enjoy USDA Choice T-bone steaks for $9.99 per pound. Fresh all-natural chicken wings for $3.99 per pound. 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube for just $2.99 per pound, and USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium, Saturday night, August 3rd. That's huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back. Quick segment, couple minutes. Just got the alerts here. Everybody be safe and smart.
Smart is the real part. From the National Weather Service, the severe thunderstorm warning in effect in this area until 6 p.m. Central Time for destructive 80-mile-per-hour winds. Take shelter in sturdy building away from the windows. Flying debris may be deadly to those who are caught without shelter. So in looking out the window here, it's supposed to be max level window protection over here. At least, look, that's what I paid for. I was here when they sold me on it. It's weatherproof. We're gonna find out.
Right.
But yeah, be safe.
Get your money back, right?
Be safe.
It changed, man. I mean, I think from 3:45 to essentially 4 an hour, man. It's like Armageddon outside. So, anyways, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna when we come back at the top of the 5 o'clock hour. Let's think about what Greg Schiano said about the 105. And do you believe I'm assuming it's all calling Power 4? Everybody has everybody has 105 scholarship football players. Mm-hmm. What percent do you think aren't worthy? That's essentially what he said, right, Austin? Yeah, which is an interesting take for
head coach
for recruiting.
Yeah.
And he's kicked butt in recruiting out in the New Jersey area.
Uh-huh.
But then also for a team that probably needs as many scholarship players as he can get. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Say you have 20 guys and you hit on 2, and them 2 end up being like, Britt, the receiver that played for the Titans, or like Ray Rice, or that big offensive lineman. Those are program changers, So, anyways, we'll take a quick break, and we'll see what the text line thinks. Again, stay safe, take shelter. Jay Foreman, Austin Orman, DP. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA on Saturday, August 10th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 9 fights are scheduled for the night, including professional lightweight and welterweight bouts and the main event of Donnie Bush versus Micah Washington in the professional welterweight championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the MMA fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
For only $2.99 a day, LES powers life's sweetest moments and keeps all your summer treats icy cold and ready. Learn more at les.com/value.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with a roof credit.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because
can't
they can't
hold
get out
their
there and do
hand
nothing
on the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Norman, Old School. We are brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, 168th in Maple up there in the O. Tonight, or as of right now, the grilling is over. Don't try it. Batten down the hatches on your grill. We're going to pivot a little bit. We're going to save Greg Schiano because I think this Athletic article that we talked about during the break between us three is good leeway into the Greg Schiano quote or interview in the second segment. But the Athletic did some, I guess, one-on-one interviews. You know, in the NFL, they come out with those anonymous, polls. Who has the best nutrition? Who has the best locker room? Who has the best facilities? This one isn't. Some pretty cool, insight into what players think. And obviously from my own experience, where you enjoyed playing and where you didn't. The first one is, what stadium other than your own do you enjoy playing in? We got the interview Wisconsin linebacker Jake Chaney. Didn't get to ask the one question or one more question, which was about he's a finance major. He looks like one. Mm-hmm. He wears glasses, and he has.
Is that a slur?
What, finance major? Or
you look like a finance major? You can tell a football player that?
He looks like a banker. His suit was extremely tight, and he looks like a banker. And the way he talks.
No.
Is it a sign of respect?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I like it.
You're Corbin Burton from Major League.
Yeah. He looked.
You're in the you get the newspaper.
Yeah.
Like you're.
I like him. He had the brown shoes. He had the. All he had to say is,
I'm saying you say that around teammate. You look like you look like an accounting major. Like
he looked like an accountant. But he rocks it though.
Is there a major that is offensive if you call them that? Is there a major?
I feel like when I hear you say, "Oh, you look like a finance major," it's like, "Oh, you're a stats guy, you're a numbers guy, you're weird, nerdy."
But why is that a bad thing?
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying like meathead football guys would take it potentially.
Oh, but
that's offensive. Yeah, you. Wow.
Yeah, you dumb football player.
Wow, Austin. Dang.
I can say that because we have two non-meathead football players.
Yeah.
You're smart.
That's good recovery there, my brother.
Yeah.
And he said that. Anyways, Jake Chaney said he liked playing at Purdue, Iowa, and Minnesota. Iowa and Minnesota because they're rivals, and then Purdue because the fans get a little rowdy. And then we moved to Cam Porter. Now, if you remember Cam Porter, he was there's that still picture of when Nebraska played Northwestern over there in Ireland, and Cam Porter was running. And it looked like you could drive two 18-wheelers through there. Mm-hmm. I will say this, talking to Cam Porter, it was a pretty cool interview because we got a little bit of an insight into what makes Northwestern tick and what made them tick last year. And he gave Nebraska a lot of props. Mm-hmm. He talked about Nebraska fans. He talked about the atmosphere.
He said he couldn't even hear his quarterback standing next to him.
Yeah,
he couldn't hear the cadence,
which is great. It's pretty cool that a guy like that you do have somewhat of a home field advantage, and you get your love. He showed you some love.
Oh, look at Mike Haddock. Okay. Said Nebraska, 100%. The atmosphere, the fans, they're unbelievable. They're so loud. They love Nebraska. They love their Cornhuskers. The stadium is built up, so it's loud. We played there 2 years ago at night, and after third quarter, there was a light show, like a laser show. It was truly incredible experience. Attaboy, Indiana. Come through.
I mean,
Michigan dude said it too.
Yeah, come through.
It's pretty easy for Michigan because they got the signs. Rutgers, Tyrene Powell, who's the inside linebacker looking like a defensive end. He said Penn State Stadium, Beaver Stadium. That's Beaver Stadium, right?
Yeah, white out. Penn State, Beaver Stadium Saturday afternoon is fun. At night, it's intense.
Yeah.
Like white out nights and Beaver, that's a different deal. It's like LSU at night. It's just different.
Yeah. There's a cool one here. Dylan Tatum, the Michigan State DB, he says the loudest stadiums go to Washington. I played out there, Penn State and Ohio State. And
I'm with that.
Yeah. And we saw this guy up close and personal. Purdue center Gus Hartwig. He said he likes playing at Iowa. It's a cool environment. They're right on top of you, and they do the pink locker room. And but the whole environment's cool. So Iowa's pretty cool because they do the wave and stuff like that to the hospital kids and stuff like that. So it's and then also, the second question, what's the most unique NIL opportunity you've had? Well, here we go. Jake Chaney with Park Bank. We did an athlete, how do you spend your NIL money? I thought it was pretty neat because Chris Borland was there and I got to meet him and it was really nice. So if you don't know who Chris Borland is, he was the inside linebacker number 44. There's like 5 Borlands, but they all look the same at Wisconsin, and he was a problem. So this is back when Nebraska would always play Wisconsin early 2 times in the Big Ten championship. Borland was just doing work. Now he also played in the NFL, retired, I think after his first or second year after like a concussion or something like that, and then obviously got into the finance world. So
we're gonna help a local business. Ben Scott said this back home in Hawaii. My dad has a buddy that's in the sushi business. It's called Mitch's Sushi Bar and Restaurant. He'll hook me up with some sushi every now and then when I used to go back home. Real good quality sushi. He actually made a platter called the Ben Scott platter, and that had a bunch of cool stuff on it. We had a lot of sashimi, a lot of nigiri, and a lot of fresh fish because it's high quality. It's really good. So if you sell sushi in Lincoln, reach out to Ben Scott and the Husker football program. He got your back.
Well, not only Ben Scott, you got you got Dylan, you got the big offensive lineman that committed. You got a couple other guys with the island connection, Hawaii connection. So it'd be actually beneficial to them, just like down there with the offensive lineman Burrito and stuff like Muchachos. So
pipeline.
Pipeline.
Bring it back.
My man Hartwig, though. Listen, Hartwig was a big old dude from a center. He said he did a McDonald's ad. And here's the even best. This is why I love it. He did it for the McRib. I love it when they say the McRib is back. I know it's mystery meat. I love the McRib.
Oh,
I love the McRib.
I love the one bite of one.
I love
ever.
I love the McRib when they say the Mc. I will come
You're a
in
McRib
here.
guy?
Oh, it's back, baby. When the McRib is, you're going to hear it on the radio. The McRib is back.
I am not. Austin, okay, break the tie, Austin. McRib or no? Okay.
Nope. Double quarter pounder or nuggets. No McRib.
You like the nuggets?
That's the original mystery meat, Jay.
Yeah. Like
I like the McRib. I just like it.
I respect it, but
I know it's not ribs. I know and all that, but I like it.
Because it's just like it's pickles and onions and mystery meat.
The McRib is back. Porter, here's another one.
It's not a rib.
No.
Like call it Mech something
but
else.
it is shaped like ribs.
Yeah.
So it gives the illusion.
So it is a rib.
It's
Cam
rib
Porter.
adjacent.
Cam Porter has a pretty interesting. He said he did one for a swimsuit brand. But he's like, I didn't end up doing it.
Speedo.
Why would you even bring that to a football player?
Do you wear swim trunks, Jay?
Yeah, but I'm not doing it for breaks. First of all, I'm not getting on the magazine. You got to be pretty much half naked, and they got the hoochie daddy shorts where it's like 3 inches. No, I'll pass. Darius Taylor, he said his coolest one is DT1 pizza with Slice Brothers. It's pepperoni, bacon, hot honey pizza, and then he's like, then I get a proceed from each slice that's sold. It's really cool because it's small business in Minneapolis. Actually, and they're black owned. It actually is a pretty good. It's pretty good pizza down there, close to Dinkytown.
I like this.
I've had it a couple late nights, Austin.
A couple.
Yeah.
Did come through for you?
Just a couple.
Oh yeah. It's definitely it's cool. But they play hip hop and everything in there.
What's the best pizza in Lincoln?
I know the best pizza I like is with my man Matt Verzov Pisons up in Omaha. In Lincoln, Isles or Ramos.
I've never had Isles.
Isles is pretty solid.
Isles, but listen, you got to go in there. I'm a little lactose. I got to prepare when I go in there because
I'm with you. I'm a member of that club.
I'm taking my pills and I'm
a member of that club.
I'm in for the 48-hour fight after.
The guts.
I am fully committed, and I'm cool with dealing with the ramifications. Bring it.
Yeah, where you just concede. I'm going to take my phone in the bathroom with me.
Yeah.
I got some.
My legs are going.
I got some reading to do while.
Yeah, trust me, your legs will go numb.
But they asked the question, and this is kind of where you start to pay attention. Where they say, asking the best players in the conference or at Big Ten Media, who the best offensive player in the Big Ten, not on your team, and the suspects, right? So we're finding out who everybody else has been talking about. And, of course, Donovan Edwards popped up in conversation. Dylan Gabriel popped up in conversation.
Penn State running backs.
Penn State's running back. Rutgers running back.
Rutgers running back. You
got
guys
a lot of. He got a lot of love.
I'm telling you, man. He's the best. I think he's the best dude in the Big Ten.
Did these interviews take place at media days?
Yeah, they take him in the back. They take him in the back area.
He's good. I wonder how much of it was he's there. He's on their mind.
Well, no, because they were all there, and
he put in work.
I know. I'm saying he's legit.
He looks like a dude. Yeah. Like he. When you see him in person, you go, because there's some linemen you go, nah. Some you go, oh yeah. I wouldn't fight you in a closet. Most of these running backs, you went. Like the guy that I'll say this, the guy that impressed me the most was the lineman from UCLA. He was the one dude that I was like, I wouldn't want to meet him in the gap. He was the one that was staring at all the other linemen with a death stare. It looked like he was going to break out in the haka. He was just gonna he was gonna let them know that it was about war. And he looked at them like they were small.
The guy that shows up all the time, we got the interview, not this year, but last year, and the way he moves is different this year than last year, is Jay Higgins. He obliterated the tackle lead in the Big Ten, 171 tackles. He's bigger this year. Heard the guy from Iowa State, he's faster. Cam Porter talks about him. Jake Chaney talks about him. Powell talks about him. Now you get love from linebacker to linebacker. But yeah, hey, Jay Higgins is a problem.
He's massive. He is a presence.
Yeah.
He's a presence. Like it looked like he was a pro. He can't say that about he looked like a pro.
He's reshaped his body. Yeah. And then also it's just he was able to have a really good year, and he replaced their first round pick in Campbell. So there's a lot of pressure, and he hadn't played much until then. He's like, man, last year he was like, I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm gonna try to make the best of it. He did more than that, and then next thing you know, he's out there, and he's on everybody's draft board. But not only that, he is a dude and probably the leader in the clubhouse early for the Big Ten linebacker of the year, but let alone definitely at the top 3 or 4 for Bucket's list.
Speaking of linebackers and tackling, they asked the toughest player not on your team to tackle. The toughest player. And to have Chaney come and say, Luke Altmaier, the quarterback.
Yeah.
And you go, wow, I did not think he would be on the list. Josh McCray, they call him Meatball.
Yeah, and Porter was talking about Quishon Judkins. Obviously, he's coming up there to Ohio State from Mississippi. He blew up here recently because they do a simulation of I think Ohio State played Oregon, and he had the run where he had the spin move, and it was like 99 yards. But he's a pro. Then you got your boy from Rutgers, Kyle, and Nick Singleton, which is a little bit shocking.
Yeah, again, in the respect phase, that if you're going to call out somebody, it's somebody that either gave you a problem or that you had met and matched up. Singleton was just not somebody I thought would pop up in the conversation.
Yeah. The interesting one is when they ask him, what other coach would you play for?
Ooh-wee.
Chaney picked Brett Bielema. Now, there's a Wisconsin connection. He's from Wisconsin. Porter, this is interesting, the running back for Northwestern, said Greg Schiano.
Two said Schiano. Two said
and Hartwig, of course, said Kurt Ferentz just because of the prowess of the offensive line. I'm assuming so.
Yeah, Bryant said Fickle, and then Hartwig said Ferentz. I'm not surprised by any of those answers. But, all of those check out.
Yeah, but your Hartwig had a really interesting question. Is a team outside the Big Ten you'd most like to play? He's at Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
They're picked to go number 18. You're bottom feed. He's like, I think it would probably be one of Georgia, Alabama, or one of the SEC schools, maybe Clemson. Whoever is the best team, the perennial SEC team or something like that. See how you compare against them. Notre Dame too. Bro, you just asking for an L. Like you're asking for a super L.
Well, that's saying that you think you're better than you are.
And I think Purdue will be better than they are.
Like he thinks he belongs playing at Georgia, Alabama. I'm not sure that every player on this list thinks that they belong playing at Georgia or Alabama.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing. Listen, and folks will get mad, but a bunch of them said Colorado. Colorado. Chaney was the only one that stunned me and said Army.
Yeah.
Because
well, he wanted to get tackles.
Get work. He's got to get work.
Yeah.
Pretty cool list.
Yeah.
Like I said,
pretty cool. It's pretty cool interview.
And the worst stadium, the worst locker room is apparently Maryland. People hate playing it. They said it's just a lot. It's tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny. So, well done.
Anyway,
Jay.
let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
I am going to bounce. I got flooding at my house.
You got to check it.
Yeah. I am out of here. Whether it's reached places that I do know. So we're going to take a quick break. Old School, Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Norman. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
For only $2.99 a day, LES powers life's sweetest moments and keeps all your summer treats icy cold and ready. Learn more at les.com/value.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with a roof credit.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Jay Foreman is taking the weather it was pretty brisk out there, pretty nasty. And he got a message that his house needed his attention, so he took off. Austin Norman and myself will hang out here and get it done for you for the next bit. I like the list that we're talking about because it to give insight. One, to find out that the rest of the Big Ten Conference, especially the spokespeople, the people who were chosen to attend and to speak out, that they would talk about stadiums, players, coaches that they would want to play for, and personality type. That if they could, interesting in this sense, to say that your favorite, if you were playing somewhere else, where would you play? To have the majority of them say Colorado. Is that surprising, or is that kind of confirming what we think is happening in Colorado?
So my read is that you'd most likely to play against, not play for. So in that case, I mean, like the Bryant said, right? Colorado. I'm trying to see what the hype is about. I've got to see it live. Powell, Colorado. They bring that star, fans, stuff like that. So probably Colorado coach Sanders. Does it validate them? Maybe to some degree, right? I mean, they made them relevant. Eyebrows,
they weren't relevant to you. I guarantee
they were asking for.
I guarantee you 2 years ago, none of those people were saying Colorado 2 years ago.
And then you experience it. You get, warm balloons thrown on you and batteries and nails and all sorts of fun stuff. And we're like, yep, glad I experienced that. I'm good now.
Austin, I like to think of myself as a person of control. I have my moments where I have control lapses.
Don't we all?
Right. But in this particular case, when we went to Colorado last year, and first of all, Colorado as a staff, not the coaching staff, but the people who were working were horrible hosts. Horrible hosts. Because they didn't have directions for us. They didn't make it easy for us to get credentials. They didn't make it easier. Like, we couldn't even get direction, the clear path of where we needed to go to get credentials. Yes. And to tell you that they made us walk around 1.5 laps around the stadium before somebody finally said, okay, I'll help you.
Yikes.
Like, and this is the morning, this is the day of the game. This is the morning of. Like, this is right before the game. And then the fans were terrible. If you are a Colorado fan, I'm glad I didn't see you on that day because you would have got work. Think about it this way. It was so bad that Vershawn had to hold me back. Vershawn Jackson was the calm voice of reason, saying, DP, no.
He ain't worth it.
Like, just some folks. And then during the game, literally during the game. Now I'm sitting next to Becky, and the people in our section, and this is a club section. And there's a group of guys who are just being obnoxious. They're being obnoxious. Look, it's going your way. Cool. Right? You're winning the game. Cool. Don't make it personal.
Yeah.
And know the line. Like, know the line that you cannot cross. Well, they crossed the line, and I let them know they crossed the line and said, you owe me an apology, but I'm just going to say, don't cross that line again. And the guy who crossed the line the final time was about 6'7", about 260. And he crossed the line and he walked by me to go to the bathroom. I lost it. And the people behind us were cool. And when he said it, I looked at them and they all gave the nod, like, yeah, you probably have to kick his butt now. Like, you probably do.
Yeah.
And so normally I would just leave. I just, gonna leave. Because we had the post-game show back at the hotel. And as I'm walking out, the guy comes from the bathroom back towards me. And I just stood there. And the rule was, if he doesn't say anything, I'll keep it moving. But if he says something, game on. He couldn't resist. He couldn't resist. And let me tell you, I took off my credential. I took it off and put it in my pocket. And I walked up to him and I said, apologize now. I asked you politely to stop doing it. You did it again. Now I'm telling you, apologize. This 6'7" man ran. Club level, he's running. And he goes to find a police officer and says, can you get this guy away from me? But the police officer had been paying attention. And the police officer was like, nope. And then to egg it on, here comes Becky. And Becky in a full sprint. Get him! Get him! And I'm like, bruh, that's really a problem. If Tiny Lady's saying get him, I gotta get him.
Gotta get him.
And he runs, and then finally the police officer told him, you owe the guy an apology, and the guy wouldn't apologize. So that was enough, and we left. So when they come in week 2, that kind of behavior, it's going to be an interesting day at Memorial Stadium week 2.
You've been in Nebraska long enough, I feel comfortable asking you this question. Do Husker fans have the guts, ability deep within themselves to act the same way? Do you think they want to deep down? Or do you think they're legitimately like, oh yeah, best fans, nicest fans reputation to uphold. We're good. Keep it moving. Pat you on the back. See you next time.
I think it is my law of thirds. A third of Husker fans are Husker nice, Nebraska nice, no matter what. Third of the fans, listen, you act a fool, you're going to get this work. You're going to get, several beers in. We don't like you anyway. And based on the text line, y'all really don't like Colorado, right? Based on the text line, look, y'all really, I can't speak for the text line, so y'all can speak for yourself. But I would say that it's a battle of thirds. And then I was firmly in the middle third in that I'm minding my business. But if a bunch of y'all are being negative, I'm still a man at some point. Nah, dog. Like, because I'm asking, like, my favorite thing is, why are you talking to me? Do you know me? Have you met me? Like, why are you talking? And Jay and Rashawn are standing behind me, and they're really tugging at the back of my jacket. Like, DP, no. DP, no. And I'm like, yep.
Here we go.
Yep. Nuck if you buck. Like, like I was ready. I fully expect that Nebraska fans are going to be nice. But again, yeah, D-Man, I understand it, right? Like, I think, and it depends on how the game goes. Before the game, hospitality matters. But they were rude before the game, in full truth, just walking to the stadium. And I couldn't understand why you were rude because, you're Colorado. It's not like you're a national champion or anything. Like, what are you doing?
What you been doing?
Like, you were terrible last year. What are you even doing talking? Like, just shut up and go to the game and enjoy you winning a football game because you're not used to winning football games in Colorado. So why are you yapping at me? And then it was, okay, I felt like the Wayans brothers and White Chicks. Oh. Like when they were talking to dozens, I was like, oh, like I'm covering my mouth like, oh, we want to do it like that. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. So I would imagine that, Austin, even you in the situations we found ourselves in, you would have crossed the line. You would have just, because you got a mouth on you.
See, yeah, I have a mouth. I would talk back.
You got a mouth on you.
Yeah.
But I was past the point of being kind to hospital Uncle DP.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it was
put you in the hospital. DP.
It's no. For the big dude, I had him pinned against the wall. It was at that moment where he made a decision.
It was at this moment he realized.
He realized I am at the intersection of mess around and found out. And he sprinted. Now, it is a full disclosure. I had immense amount of pleasure of watching this 6'7" man run, screaming, crying to a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you was bad a minute ago.
What happened?
Wait a minute. You was talking all that yada yada, and now you run? Don't run now. And guess what? I'm okay. I'll pay the bail. Like, I took the credential off. Like, they wouldn't know. But then I immediately thought, okay, it'll end up in the newspaper, local, and he did his thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I beat up a couple Bills fans. And I'm pretty sure that most Husker fans really wouldn't care, right? But again, just trying to be, a better version sometimes.
I would love text line, fill me in. Which of those thirds are you in? Are you in the Husker nice all the time? Are you in the, yeah, let's go? Or are you in the, let's let this situation play out and see what it calls for? 402-464-5685.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, you're not going to be bothered by UTEP or Northern Illinois.
That's not be.
Right? You would, if it was, I think they were nice, having watched Michigan State come into town and watch how kind they were. Had my buddy Griff, comedian Griff, came to town. He's a Michigan fan, and he's a loud Michigan fan.
Michigan or Michigan State?
No, he's Michigan. He's the loudest Michigan fan ever. And they were super kind to him. Griff has never been quiet about anything. So the fact that he gets to come here and watch the Wolverines in person. Ohio State, Nebraska fans, like it's this way. You'll accept some nonsense if your team is really good. But if your team is basic and you jacking at me, oh man. Like our pregames back when we were down the street. You're outside and you see the wave of fans. And there are certain fans, like Wisconsin. Wait a minute, you come in here with the striped overalls. You nice, but you're not that nice.
Not like that.
Like, wait a minute, be respectful, bro. I can get your knee. Like, what are you what are you doing? Everybody else, Iowa. The only thing, Iowa during football seems peaceful. Iowa doing basketball, Iowa doing basketball, they're terrible human beings. They were terrible human beings, Austin Norman. Oh, my goodness.
And see, that's funny because I think the players from both schools lean into more of the basketball attitude.
Yeah.
I haven't been a huge fan of too many Iowa, and maybe that's just, coming at it from a Nebraska perspective. I haven't met any of them personally. Just the vibe I get through TV and the few Nebraska-Iowa games I've been to, I don't know if I would be friends with Iowa's basketball teams.
I couldn't. Well, for one, for have them to come in and take the loss was humbling. But then they would come in with Caitlin, and it was, I had to unclench my fist a couple of times because it was just, and then at Big Ten, at the Big Ten tournament, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Oh, the unmitigated arrogance. It was,
the gall.
Oh, the gall. The gall. I don't know. How you behave when you're good speaks a lot to me. Like, when you're good, you don't have to talk that kind of trash. But I would imagine that Husker fans in 94, 95, 96, 97, kind of obnoxious. I would.
There's a degree that you have to lean into it, right? You don't want to overdo it, but you've seen enough sports. I've seen enough sports to know that not every run lasts forever. So I hope Nebraska fans were talking their junk to a respectable degree without going over the line. Because you have to soak it in, live in the moment, rub it in people's noses enough, but not too much.
What from our text line leads you to believe that Husker fans were considerate when they were winning consecutive national titles?
I hope.
It just means more, Austin. It just means more. And when it's all like they're like, why I have disdain for Cowboys fans are the fans. It's never the team. It's the fans that make me Patriots fans.
Couple texts from the back room here, DP.
Right. Patriots fans. I said what I said. Patriots fans. Like it wasn't Brady and Belichick.
No.
It was Patriots fans. And the same can be said for Celtics and Red Sox fans. Yeah, I said it. It's just a bit much. It's just a bit much, especially when you're that good. Why do you have to be obnoxious about it?
You don't have to be.
You don't have to be.
You shouldn't choose to be.
Right?
And at the same time, when you're at the bottom, you also shouldn't be obnoxious about it.
Yeah, the text. Yeah, most of our thirds are in that first third of, you need to get this work. Y'all need to get this work.
Do you see the couple texts that came in from the back room there behind me?
No.
Colorado fans are actual spawns of Satan. Take no prisoners when they come to town. CU campus on game day has permanently traumatized me from the back room.
To walk through, because we walked from the stadium back to the hotel where our event was, the Husker event was. And there were fraternities on the way. And it was, hey, bruh, I will clean out your dorm. I will clean. I'm like, and I stood and I announced it because it was like, listen, you know you can't fight. This is the part that made me mad. Look, you know there are too many people who have just gone without being held accountable for what comes out of their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you got alcohol courage, you got beer courage, right? I understand. But sometimes you need to face up. And I stood at the corner. It was that light turned red. I'm standing there and they are giving the work. And I had on the ticket pullover, which is Nebraska colors. And they were giving the work. And I'm like, first of all, I can hear you, but I can't really hear you. So why don't you come down here where I can really hear you? Oh, we'll come down. I didn't ask you if you would come down. I asked you to come down. Come down and say what you said up close. Get up close and say what you got to say. Because then we are on equal footing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not up on the balcony.
But that's not how they like it.
No,
DP.
that is not how they work. And it was just, here's the thing. From all of my previous life of running bars, I'm able to identify people pretty quickly, but I also know that version of me, I need to put in a closet and lock him up. I don't want that dude out. I don't want that dude up and around.
Mm-hmm.
So on game days at Memorial Stadium, especially during the bad football years of Nebraska football, I walked as quickly from Memorial Stadium out away from fans as humanly possible. Last year, I would leave early because I didn't want it, but then you had to listen. Listen, Nebraska fans were complaining, so I knew it's a thing. But most of the folks, I would imagine that most people at Nebraska games are decent and quiet and calm and considerate.
They just want to see good football.
Yep. And then you get frustrated, right? You get frustrated if you're not seeing good football.
Mm-hmm.
But as a fan, if you're going to visit somebody else's house, right? There's your host, and you, as a visitor, carry yourself as a representative, as a visitor to somebody else's space. Then, as the host, set your boundaries, hold your boundaries, and then nobody gets to come to my crib and be disrespectful. You cannot,
no feet on my couch.
You do not put your feet on my couch.
Not allowed.
Listen, you're not going to disrespect the family. You're not going to disrespect the neighborhood. Come and leave the same.
In peace.
That's it. That's it. We'll throw it a break, close out whole school when we come back to the ticket.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement. Strike three, you're out!
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment of Old School. Again, I hope that you are all well out there. The weather through the evening into a tizzy. Apparently, some radio stations are not on air. So we will keep reporting as best we can about just the things that you need to know and be careful out there. The severe watch until 6 p.m. Our tree out front was doing the used car lot wave for the floaties just a little bit ago, and they've calmed a little, not a lot, but they were announcing various places of 80-mile-an-hour winds out there. So just there's that, and then there's flooding. Because the rain got sideways with that wind, and I'm hearing more. I'm learning more about how Lincoln specifically deals with rain and floods.
Mm-hmm.
And there seems to be a plan in place. It got dusty because it got windy first, so a lot of there's always construction, so all of that was picked up and thrown everywhere, and then it rained. So then you get that film layer on top of everything else.
Sits there, it's grimy.
Yeah, it's there. And like I get to watch They're different, so there's construction across the street, and to see the things there that were moving. There's a lot of trash that that wasn't secure, that were blown out of boxes all over the place. But again, throughout the safety thing, one, be safe in the car, be safe if you're walking the streets, and then wherever you are, they literally sent the warning that until 6 o'clock you should be in someplace sturdy, and to have yourself. We saw the flickers here in the station. So if we were getting the reactionary, we kind of went super turbo with the generator and that sort of stuff to keep us on air. So hopefully everybody else as well. Austin, generally, how's your house doing in weather like
so
this?
I got some pictures from my wife. She's at home with the kid right now. Said she thought the house was going to blow away a couple times. Apparently all the potted plants are everywhere. Table and chairs are everywhere. I thought I saw our patio umbrella still standing.
Good.
Have to check that out when I get home. The house itself seems like it's fine. Last rainstorm, we had one individual shingle flip over and let some rain in. Called a guy. I said, nope, just one little shingle. Rest of the roof looks good. So hoping that these 80-mile-an-hour winds missed us and the shingling is all still intact.
And the weather report says the watch is until 10 o'clock tonight. Now. So the watch is in...
Convenient. I would have to be here till 10:01 tonight.
Severe thunderstorm. Are you here all night?
No, I'm not here all night.
Okay, I was going to say, I had recorded several one-on-ones this weekend for the very reason. This is the time where we're trying to get organized for football season and trying to get all of the details. And like Austin, I put something in your email that is like 20 pages long for details on how we're going to handle NFL broadcasts, college broadcasts, and then trying to coordinate the timetable that goes with it. Because in some cases we're going to, I had to let them know, hey, listen, we do 2.5 hours pregame, 90 minutes to 2 hours postgame, depending on the time of the game and et cetera. So sometimes games, we're going to have to preempt them. We're going to have to cut into them. And to go back and forth with that, it's like, so then they had all the rules that if you're here and we have to cut into a game to go live, that you know how to do it. And all of those are in play. So it's a true thing. Yeah. Dwayne says their branches down on about 50% of the, it was tough out there. He said, that in his neighborhood, there are branches everywhere, and that's kind of what's going down. But just be careful as much as you can. Couple of news stories just for the sake of it so you understand. Congratulations to the men's basketball team. They handled their business with South Sudan far more productive and effective. It looked like it should look. Great play. Kevin Durant having a night, LeBron having on an AD kind of looked like himself again.
Are you ready to say KD is the best international American men's player of all time?
He really is. He really is. And even in this circle, watching him elevate everybody else, the difference between this game with South Sudan and the last one was KD. Everybody else played better. Anthony Edwards played better because KD was out there facilitating and making it work. The pick and roll, listen, I know the team players kind of negotiate for themselves. The rest of the NBA better hope that KD does not decide he's going to play with LeBron and AD, because that pick and roll that they're running today was a masterpiece. Oh my goodness.
The other one was Steph and KD, right? Steph just ghosts all the screens. Teams don't know how to handle it. And just think about this, DP. The Warriors used that on 4% of their possessions. There might not be a more unstoppable play in basketball with those two on the court, and they didn't use it.
Whoa. So we've had several texts say the Ticket is the only radio station in Lincoln which is currently on air, it appears. So shout out to our engineers and our folks who did the work to make sure that still happens. And remember, we're fully streaming, so you can do that as well. The app always works. Sometimes even when the other stuff is down, the app will carry you through. Of course, Facebook, YouTube, X, we can do that. Amazon Prime as well. And Allo, channel 961. The cable still works.
Still running.
Still works. So,
the
cable channel is still up. I was going to have Harrison run a one-on-one, but I kind of think we need to stay live and kind of get reports from around the area. So if you will, Harrison, let me know what you had. I know that you had Turk. You had Turk, but we may have to tell Turk with the weather that we just have to take reports and find out. Maybe we'll push him to later. But to find out from folks what's going on, right? A big part, I'm old school radio that the news takes over the programming. And if we want to tell, if you're out there on the roads and you see branches down, let us know. If you see flooding, you let us know. We'll report it so folks at least have the information. We'll stay live for the next hour. We'll go one-on-one, but we'll stay live so that you guys can give us reports, and then we can share the information with your neighbors and the community in full. So I'm DP. He's Austin Orman. Stay tuned. One-on-one, The Ticket, weeknights. We'll stay live and just make sure that everybody's okay in this storm.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website